Welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation. I am Grillmastah, and today we have the Queen of Hatred. It is the third of the magical girls. She is a magical girl that looks like a superhero, somewhat like Sailor Moon. She has a happy little smile on her face most of the time until her wealth counter hits 1. If you do not kill 3 people before the end of a meltdown, when it melts down, she falls into a trance. She lays on the floor, very sad. And if you do not send off again on any sort of work, it will, next turn, break down. There's no light without darkness, like I am not here. When you send somebody in, you want to send somebody in with high temperance. The attachment is what you want to do, but you have a lower chance of succeeding when she's in this mode. In fact, peace is not what the Queen of Hatred desires. The Queen of Hatred is humming while looking out the window, looking well. Ara is listening to the story of the Queen of Hatred, even though she has told the story several times already. Her magic shoes occasionally tap together and make cheerful sound. She talks about duty to Ara. She whispers that her duty is very important and secretive. So in order to succeed this, you need 16. If you do not get 16, she will break out. And she disappears from here and reappears in a different part of the facility. Once you find her, you want to make sure to have her not facing a direction of all of your people. So when she turns to attack, she will attack one direction. You don't want anybody on this side. Slow also helps to make it so she doesn't get away quite as quickly, because once she's done doing this attack, then she will go into a daze mode. And disappear again. She is weak to white damage and pale damage. Endured to black very well. Resistance to black, and endured to red. When she's defeated, she turns back into a normal magical girl, asleep on the ground, and goes back to her cell. The story of the Queen of Hatred. The creature has the appearance of a woman ready to fight any villain for peace and justice. Generally, the creature is kind and polite to the employee, and is able to converse casually. The creature continues to believe that it is a hero sent to save the world, and is considerably proud of that fact. When the creature is faced with anxiety or skepticism, within 2 to 4 days, its outer persona changes, and the creature displays symptoms of dissociative disorder. Its definition of good and evil is fixed in its mind. Some assume that when the creature's beliefs led to a horrible doubt about the existence of evil, it chose to become evil, to negate that doubt. After enraged behavior passes, it does not remember its own behavior. There is no need to remind the creature of the past events. Employee M4032. How are you doing today? Magical Girl. Great. It's great in here. The world is peaceful. Peace is a great thing. No more villains, right? Employee M4032. You look a bit blue today. Magical Girl. Still great. World is peaceful in here. It's... Creature falls silent. Omitted. Employee M4032. Hey, are you alright? Magical Girl. Why is it still so peaceful? I live to defeat evil villains. The world doesn't need me at all, does it? Oh, did I tell you I'm Magical Girl? I was chosen to bring peace to the world. But today, it's really quiet. Creature continued to murmur incomprehensible words to itself. The creature shows signs of anxiety and compulsive behavior. It didn't even notice when the employee came into the chamber. Magical Girl. The world is divided into good and evil. I stand with justice. If I am good, there must be evil too. Without evil, I cannot exist. Who would save the world then? After these symptoms were displayed, she was sedated, with enough anesthetic to last 3 days. Interview log S3_4921. Warning. Personal clearance must be level 3 or higher to read this document. This recording is from the date of redacted, incident number redacted. The abnormality used the confinement facility emergency phone to call an employee in the emergency response department. Magical girl continued sobbing noises. Employee, emergency response department, identification please. Magical girl, I did it. Oh, I couldn't stop myself. If someone died, the blood is on my hands. I ruined everything. I betrayed those people who were so kind to me. I don't remember. What happened? I don't know. They aren't moving. There's so much blood. I'm sorry. I just want to say sorry. Omitted. 3 corpses were found in the abnormalities containment chamber. Discovered bodies were of the employees assigned to prevent incidents. Afterwards, Magical Girls lost recollection of the entire incident. Management tips. When the work result was bad, quality counter was decreased. When more than 3 employees didn't die before the quality meltdown, alert fires, quality counter decreased. And so you can assassinate 3 people to prevent that from happening. When the quality counter was at maximum, the physical and mental health of the employees who finished the work was healed. When the facility reached emergency level 2, the Queen of Hatred voluntarily helped the suppression. However, if employees die, at least 20% of them during the escape, the state of the abnormality will change, and she has to be suppressed immediately. The Queen of Hatred status changed when quality counter became 1. The work success rate decreased when the Queen of Hatred was in the said status. This status is designated hysteric due to her anxiety and compulsion. When she was hysteric, creating 16 or more PEO boxes increased her quality counter. When she was hysteric, creating 16 or less decreased her quality counter. So you have a lower chance of succeeding when she's in that mode. And you have to at least get 16, which is good. You want to send it in on attachment because attachment is the highest. Insight would be second. Instinct, higher up you go, would be the better. And then repression. The weapon does random damage of any of the kind. It says black, but it does black, red, white, and pale. Just random on which kind it does. So it is useful, except against some of the bosses where you don't want to have a certain kind. And the armor is amazing, other than too pale. The black is 0.4, so it gives you really good black in the beginning on WA armor. Whoa. The gift is also pretty amazing. 2 to success, 2 to work speed, 4 to movement, and 4 to attack speed. When it escapes, it is weak to white damage, endured to red damage, and resistant to black. But it is weak to pale, so if you have pale weapons, that works well. I have never actually had it escape to help out when we've gone into any of the other status levels in the lobotomy. I've just never seen it, so as far as that one is concerned, I don't know how that works exactly, because it does not work like it describes here. But that has been the Queen of Hatred. Until next time.